So Lynn, in terms of the professional expectations with regards to professional behaviour, can you talk us through what would be expected of students?
Well, I suppose it's important to say that the first thing would be in relation to attendance. We have an attendance policy within the school, which means that you have to attend a minimum of 80% of the lectures and the seminar classes. And if you don't, then the likelihood is that you wouldn't be able to sit the assessments at the end of each of the trimesters. So you're coming on a professional programme, and there is an expectation that you will have a high level of attendance within the programme.
Okay, and would that relate to timekeeping, assessments and so on as well?
Yes, as I say, you're training to become a professional social worker, so therefore we have a high expectation that your professionalism starts when you come on the programme. So as I've said, your attendance, timekeeping is important as well. These are all values that we feel are important within our profession, and therefore the expectation is that from day one of starting on the programme that you will take on those values and they will become important to you as you progress through your professional training and then into your profession itself.
And what about, are there any codes of conduct that students are expected to behave in line with?
Yes, the Scottish Social Services, or as we call it the SSSC, have a professional code of conduct that you as a student have to sign up to. Before you're allowed to come on to this programme, you have to register with the SSSC, and all of you who have gone through the admissions process will have received the application for that from our administrator Mandy. So you now should be registered, and you have a code of conduct as part of that registration that you have to follow while you're here within the university. And the university also have guidelines that you have to follow, procedures that you have to follow. So that's a lot for you to get your head round at this point, but suffice to say, if you don't do anything wrong, you'll be fine.
And with regard to that code of conduct, what sorts of things would students, or how would students be expected to behave with regard to their professional behaviour, let's say in placement?
Well, in placement you will have to follow the policies and procedures of the agency that you're with. You will be expected to work in an anti-discriminatory, anti-oppressive manner, and you'll get a better understanding of that once you come on the programme. But suffice to say, if you behave in a sexist, racist, or for example homophobic manner, then the likelihood is that you will be reported for that, and that will be formally investigated. So you need to be making sure that you look at the codes of conduct before you come on the programme so that you know where you stand. I think one of the examples I would use to illustrate this would be Facebook and social networking sites. I think it's really important that you don't separate your personal from your professional. So, on the one hand, if you're on Facebook and you're making racist comments or homophobic comments on your Facebook page, and we find out about that, then the likelihood is that action will be taken against you.